Hello, everyone. I'd like to thank you all for coming here this evening to celebrate my birthday, divisible by both 9 and 3. And 18, as it turns out. 27. 27. Again. You know, it strikes me that getting older has a few consequences. Not all of them bad. The interesting thing to me is at a certain point, you never think that you're an adult, right? There was never a day when I woke up and I thought, I'm an adult. But there was a day when I woke up and I thought, I'm fucking old. That's unfortunate. I'm with Casper, intelligent design, my bum. You know, it's all these things, you know, lots of things go wrong. The plumbing, for example. That's right, yeah. You know, and backs and knees and, you know, who thought of putting the valve at the back end of the hose? Well, whose idea was that? Not a good idea. You know, on the subject, let's talk about public toilets for just a moment. Going to a urinal. There's a thing that I've always wondered about. I've been to many public toilets, as you can imagine. And there may be some of you men here who do this, and I'm sorry if you're embarrassed by it, but you walk into the urinal and there's a guy standing with his hands behind his back at the urinal. And I think to myself, what's he doing? Obviously having a whiz. And you just want to have a look because, you know, either he has a very, very little dick and just, or he's peeing down the side of his pants. I don't know what he's doing. What's he doing? It happens a lot, mark you. And look, just seriously for a moment, that whole business in the Carolinas about the transgenders going into the toilet, I don't understand what the problem is there. I just don't get it. What are they thinking? You know, there's so much hate involved with this and so many assumptions about what these people decide to do. And these people, you know, who decide to be gay. Look, if you're waking up in the morning and deciding to be straight, you're gay. Really? Okay, and then there's the whole sex thing, which can get quite existential as you get older, yeah? You know, the whole excitement of the subject never leaves you. You used to get just as excited. But you know, halfway through, you start talking about what you're going to have for dinner tomorrow night. And, you know, it's one of the advantages of getting old is that you get socially much more accomplished, yeah? You get better at meeting people and certainly talking to women. You know, it took the first 40 years of my life to be able to talk to women without... Well, never mind. And... No. So you get socially better and physically worse, and you know there are also those other moments where you move on, and of course nowadays we have our friend private browsing, right? Oh yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know, it's like a character out of Benny Hill, right? Hello, I'm private browsing at your service, sir, and here's my friend Sergeant Happy Towel. So one of the good things about getting older is that you realise is that almost everybody looks just fine. You know, just fine. There's no... Well, the young people, however, get more and more amazing looking as you go on, right? You don't want to talk to them, you don't want to hang... You just want to nail them above the fireplace and admire them, right? Okay, the other good thing about getting old is you get practice to things, right? You get your 10,000 hours in on many things. You know, there's that theory that if you can spend 10,000 hours rehearsing something, you get good at it. Now, although I didn't demonstrate it this evening, you know, I've spent more than 10,000 hours playing the guitar. And, you know, I got to a level where I can, you know, the fingers can do the walking and you just know what you're doing and you feel comfortable and you make friends. And fortunately, I got to that stage and my wife is the lead singer in the band. Because it works, you know, it really works. There are girls out there who will do it with you because you play the guitar. There are boys out there who will do it with you because you play the guitar. No, it's true, it's true. You also get much, much better at dealing with other people. You know, finally, I think it was about age 45, I worked that smiling and listening to people really works. Yeah. And dressing up, you know, the tie and stuff. There was a time, it's got to be 20 years ago, I was at Atlanta Airport after a graduation ceremony of, 3 students ago. In fact, my last graduate student is in the audience. Dr. Scott, where are you? Yeah, there you go. Anyway, I was coming back from the graduation ceremony and I was in the suit and I was in Atlanta Airport. And it was back in the day when I smoked regularly. And I went to the smoking area and this rather attractive young woman offered me a cigarette and started talking to me. And I thought, that's odd. That never happens. And then later on, I was standing and watching and waiting for the airplane, and another rather attractive woman next to me started talking to me and started a conversation. I thought to myself, that's odd. Because it doesn't happen. And then I thought, I'm in a suit. You shallow bitches. So the good thing is that long-term relationships work. You get good, you get better. And I have to thank my gorgeous, darling wife. She's lovely, and she's a big comfort to me. I have to thank my fellow musicians and band members who are also a big comfort to me. Really, this is the best and funnest band I've ever been in. And I've been in a few. And, you know, finally you learn not to make so many mistakes. And when you do make them, you learn to carry them through, right? You go with it. No do-overs. And on the subject of no do-overs, I'd like to do just one final number, which I regard as the ultimate birthday song. And I'd like to ask 2 of my band members to join me.
Thank you. Can you reach the guitar? It's hard. It's difficult. I can't see it anymore. Oh, there it is. There it is.
It's the other thing about growing older and slightly wider in girth and happier. You learn to play the guitar sideways.
Mostly.
Yeah. Good enough.
Let's do it.
You're older than you've ever been, and now you're even older, and now you're even older, and now you're even older. You're older than you've ever been, and now you're even older, and now you're older still.
Time
Just move with it.
Is marching on, and time is still marching on.
This day will soon be at an end, and now it's even sooner, and now it's even sooner, and now it's even sooner. This day will soon be at an end, and now it's even sooner, and now it's sooner still.
Wah, 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 wah. Wah, wah. Wah, 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 wah.
You're older than you've ever been, and now you're even older, and now you're even older, and now you're even older. You're older than you've ever been, and now you're even older, and now you're older still.
Thank you. Good night. We'll park up the stage, move inside for a jam. Please feel free to eat more, drink more, and tell us how good we were.